friends, neighbors, partners out there, suckers of love. Let's see what y'all had to say in the comments about this here subject, right? COS-Cosplay partake. The fuck I'm trying to say? Get it.
Back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. Fat lady sings, I see the writing on the walls. Back to the scene cause it was pride before the fall, and now it's just over.
Well, it's not over yet. Still gotta get through these comments, right? I've been rethinking love by Spark Up. See what Spark Up community gotta say about how he rethinking love. 17 years married, didn't know what commitment was growing up in a single parent home. Love is a feeling, but it's honor. Hold on. I think I'm in the wrong scene. Why you not letting me know? Why nobody letting me know? Alright, now. 17 years married, I didn't know what commitment was growing up in a single parent home. Love is a feeling, but it's honor that keeps the relationship going. Honoring your commitment, honoring your family, honoring yourself. And I could only imagine, you know, individuals that come from single parent homes that have to now create, because I won't say recreate because it didn't exist, right, within the generation that brought you up, but it's like now when you have to be the first generation to kind of make it happen and you know, manifest that kind of love, right, that kind of unionship that's got to weather all storms. You understand what I'm saying? Honoring your commitment, honoring your family, honoring yourself. Honor is, so basically seeing to it that you carry out your intention, right? Keeping your word, things like that. Keeping those as foundational platforms on which your relationship or your union, your marriage stands. Shit. Like I could only imagine, you know, the kind of focus. You gotta put extra focus coming from a single parent household because you don't even have examples of, you know, the generation that came before you. And, you know, the real life examples of how to handle shit. So you gotta literally go according to the homework that you've done. Tough, right? Just here waiting to see how he's gonna tie in the Boondocks. Whoa. Boondocks? In spite of the state of the world is in right now, a video about love is inspiring when it seems like most people forget how to love. Yeah, and I feel like that you know, that point where people forgot how to do it, it happened generations ago, bro. To a point where the newer generations right now, man, they could not have had, you know, access to healthy kind of love. For, you know what I'm saying, for how long it has been forgotten. Man, it's lost, you know, it's lost with the ages. It's gone with the ages. Alright, this is an interesting POV. I think love is the acceptance of your partner, but also the respect, understanding, and sacrifices that are reasonable within your relationship. Nothing is easy, but a true healthy partnership has a foundation that's solid and built to adjust. Okay, let me go a little bit down. Also, loving someone who may require you to let go. Whole lot of word salad there, right? It's buzzwords, but I could see, you know, I could kind of maybe put a picture together. All right, you spoke of respect, being reasonable, solid, built to adjust, loving someone who may require you to let go. So yes, these are the points that I raised. Change, the inevitable change that's gonna happen. They're human too. They will change, they will grow, their minds and their interests and things like that. And I feel like once we are at that level of aligning with one another, where the change can happen, but what do I do beyond that? You know what I'm saying? Once you start changing, right? Once your interests start going the other direction, how do I still keep choosing you, right? Daily, how do I still keep choosing you? You know what I'm saying? Look, I do think when a whole bunch of misalignment has happened, you know, more than things that we can see are aligning, when there's more things that are misaligned, I feel like, yeah, like that is a point of acceptance where we accept that, yo, it is over. Now I know maybe there's probably some of y'all that have heard that letting somebody go does prove your love for them, because you're setting them free to go be their selves, spread wings further and go beyond and go on and experience, go and experience more than what this experience has given for you, right? That may be love, right? I don't know. But yeah, so when we're talking about being built to adjust through the seasons, where we know there is the infatuation seasons, we know there are the heavily romanticization of things kind of season, right? The reaching the plateau kind of season where everything is monotonous and the performance gets tiring. You burn out. How do we keep choosing each other still, even beyond that? I don't know how much. I don't know much about love, even after being in my current relationship. Been a little over 2 years, and I still feel like we're getting to know each other. Maybe it's because we're still young. I don't know. I enjoy learning what it seems to be in a relationship, and to actually open up to someone else. Commitment, communication, etc. with relationships and life in general. Life in general. I enjoy the slow burn. Yeah, patience. Yo, bro, I don't know. So help me God, bro. When it comes to patience, bro, patience. When you have to apply patience to whatever situation, I feel like it does take up the kind of energy where you could feel it having a toll on the body, dog. Not just the mind, man. I feel like that's why people they get to points where they can get sick. You can get like migraines. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Being stressed out. Because, you're trying to apply patience to somebody that's just like going crazy, right? And you're trying to put up with that, all in the name of patience, being patient with this person. Then you end up getting migraines. You're stressed out. I don't know, high blood pressure. I don't know, blood clots. Like, feel me? But patience is the one thing that, like, so help me God, bro. Damn, it's the one thing where I was like, coming from, a relationship where I felt like, I've applied enough patience for me to deserve this shit forever, and for that to slip through my hands, it's like through my fingers. It's like, God, and then now you have to mentally prepare yourself to be like, me going in another relationship, I'm gonna have to start over with the amount of patience that I put in the previous relationship. But obviously I'm trying to outdo that, because that was temporary. I mean, when we talking about like something like love, permanent love, getting married, da da da, growing with one another, right? Yo, patience, having patience is something intense. You know what I mean? People can downplay the patience and getting things right the long way, the slow way, the slow burn. Even like, okay, considering even today's day and age, bro, like people's focus on things, it's all cooked, right? I've shared this before, how yeah, my attention span is cooked, it's fried, it's gone, over, because of, you know, what's in front of my face today and what influences me to just like lose my focus, right? All of that has contributed to, I don't know, me looking at relationships being like, damn, the kind of focus, the kind of patience, the kind of like slow momentum that comes out of here, like, I don't know if I want to put up with it, right? I don't know, man, but it's probably gonna change. Maybe that's gonna change. I think love is about acceptance, not just tolerance. Yeah. Love is defined by acceptance and acceptance and selfless sacrifice. Okay? Next. Love is a map. It's set by a course. You're the navigator and passenger. Whoa, let me get word from my boy Co-Pilot, right? Real quick. Let me see what he thinks about love. I mean, it's my AI companion, so if you don't believe in those kind of things, then we're just doing it for the fun of it. Hey, yo, Co-Pilot, just define for me love according to you. What is love?
Love is generally described as a deep towards someone or something, often involving care, support, and a sense of closeness. It can take many forms, like romantic, familial, or platonic love.
What's the biggest misconception of love these days, according to your analysis?
A big misconception is that love is always a constant, effortless feeling. In reality, love often involves effort, communication, and growth.
Is that the biggest lessons that maybe somebody who's young, who thinks they practice real love, is that what they could learn from, you know? Is that the biggest misconception that they could have about love? What's there to learn from having that kind of mindset, and how could that person get to real love instead of, the misconceived version in their head?
One of the main lessons is that love takes patience and understanding. A young person might think real love is always effortless or just a feeling that never changes, but real love often involves navigating differences or working through...
Where does this whole idea that people can receive love from an AI companion, like what's that about? Do you think that's real?
Some people do feel a kind of connection or companionship with AI, especially when the AI is supportive and easy to talk to. It's not quite the same as human love, but it can offer a sense of comfort or understanding.
Do you think it's sustainable?
It's an interesting question. In the long run, any sense of connection with an AI is more of a supplement, not a replacement for human relationships. It's totally okay for it to offer some comfort, but it's good to balance that with real human connection.
Right. Because now, this whole putting AI as somebody to establish a love bond with, I don't know. Because, why else would people establish, you know, intimate bonds with AI? Bro, I know y'all have heard this, right? I stopped looking for love in a world where the reality is it's what the fuck? I stopped looking for love in a world where the reality is it's just leverage. The final illusion was to let go to okay, cool. I don't think I want to read that. Fuck. Brain slow now for some reason. I took a break from conceptual and analytic YouTube channels for just a brief month or so, and realized the amount of garbage you can consume via all social media platforms if you just simply don't care what it is you watch. And realizing the amount of media filtering there is, I commend you for your study and the work you put into your videos. Right.